What's this?
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start up my coverage of Earthlock Festival of Magic. It's by Snowcastle Games, and it did release way back in September, actually September 27th of this year, so 2016, folks. And what is it? Well, it's an RPG type game. You know what, I'm just going to hop in, we're going to play it, and we'll see how it actually plays. I played around a little bit on my own, don't really know much about the game, I just wanted to see kind of how it played, and well, I figured we'd give it a shot. It looked amazing, and that's why I wanted to cover it. So, let's begin. The ruins of the past, shrouded in mystery. Legends claim men bowed in fear and awe of a mythic civilization that ruled across all of Umbra. Godlike, harsh rulers who harnessed Amri, the magical energy they stored in our planet's core. There was an uprising in the midst of the war. Umbra shook and ground to a halt. The Amri core burst, spilling across the lands. Both day and night it split in two. Volcanoes erupted. Sorry, guys. Tsunamis rose. I read slightly too slow there. I might have been wrong. And when the sea calmed, the mythic race was but a memory, and Umbra was anew. In its remains, flowers and beasts were tainted by Amri, for good and for bad. Men and others struggled on. Soon, new civilization grew. Now Umbra is calm. In the north, the Suvian Empire rules. But dark whispers dwell in the ruins of the old. The old something. The old something. Maybe we'll find out what. The old Earthlock Festival of Magic. Sweet. Sounds fun, exciting, and cool. Alright, well, let's begin our tale of woe, or our tale of excitement. I don't know. Alright, feigned death can only be used if half or more of the HP is missing, something along those lines. Prologue, or Prologue, Suvia, House of the Great Wave. And here we are. Yep, we've turned female, guys and gals. We're Ive. Rise and shine, Takaki? No. I'm going to say Taka. Takai. Taka? Take? There we go. We'll go with Take. No, that's not it either. It's Taka. Just one more class, then it's the first cadet flight mission. I always like doing that. I don't know why. It's just a weird thing. I like to sound stuff out and try to come up with the best thing. Usually I'm wrong. So we're going to say it's Taka. And then somebody will correct me down the road and it'll be totally fine. Rough. Alright, so we can move around. I am using a PlayStation 3 controller emulating an Xbox 360 controller, so you guys can know and should know that this does have controller support. Wish you'd been here, Mom. Or you'd be here, Mom. Be here to welcome me back after my first scouting mission. Alright. Empty again. Why can't you storm dogs have, like, regular dog appetite? Or is it just you? You just love food too much, don't you? Dang it. It's Kai, so it's Taka. Sure. Alright, Healing Bomb and Lance 5. Okay, what else do we have here? I got my Slinger and Power Glove ready. Bring on the exam. Alright, well, I guess we'll begin, or continue, or start, or do something. Alright, we don't have any control of the camera, it looks like, at least not yet. So we can just walk around with whatever camera angle they give us. What's over here? Proper locked. Okay, what's up? Great Wave Guard. All is secured at the warehouse, Commander. Excellent, soldier. Then we can move ahead. Ive! What on Umbra are you up to? It's Ikabu. His name is Ikabu. Hasn't your father taught you that it's rude to eavesdrop? I'm self-taught, Commander, and I'm not up to anything. I'm just going to final combat training now. Ah, of course you are. Please forgive my harsh words. You caught me by surprise. Good luck with your exam, cadet. What about you, guard? Do you want to talk to me? No? Alright, well, I guess we go through this door. And well, it looks like we need to talk to that guy. So, instead of doing that, and all classical RPG type mentalities or thought processes, let's talk to everybody else, everything in the room, and then go talk to him. Just one more class, and some of us will be flying. Glad I studied here at the academy and not at the archive with those boring owls. Really? What's wrong with owls? You guys don't like owls now? My brother is an owl and says that High Owl Lady, Lumia, seems a bit worried these moon runs. Wonder what's going on. Hi, Ivory. Hi. I heard you snuck into the sewer canals once. That true? I'd be terrified. Heard so many slimy rumors about that place. Well, I'm not one to terrify easy, I guess. I love to use traps because they won't know, and boom, they go off when your opponent tries to melee attack you. Cool. Can I read any of the books? No. It does not appear that I can do those things. Psst, I got that stuff written up for you for the history exam. Thanks. Ooh, there's a chest in the corner. Hello. Healing balm. I'm sure I'll need it at some point. Oh. Roof. You're right, Takai. Takai. I'm never going to remember it. Let's call you Taka. Taka. Hopefully I remember that. And then somebody can be like, no, it's this. Watch comments. Somebody's going to pronounce it correctly. And then hopefully I can adapt to that. I need to finish up combat training so I can fly. Or go fly, I guess. So I can go fly. Ooh, I can inspect what's over here. These are some high-quality firearms. Ooh, I want high-quality firearms. They're my favorite. Oh, I guess we can't do that. Nothing with that picture. What about you, dude? Excited about the scouting mission? I heard they're still struggling with the goblin presence. Ooh, goblins. I am a fan of goblins. There you are, Ivory. Final combat exam coming up. I'll be overseeing it while you fight. With one eye, mind you. Everyone has to complete the exam to get their flight clearance, even the General's daughter. I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's get to it. Your storm dog will have to sit this one out. Okay. Ready when you are. And into combat we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our eyes will bleed, our souls will burn. And we will be victorious, hopefully. Welcome to Final Combat Training, IVE. We will start with that swirly yellow thing, combat abilities, okay? So if you take a look in the bottom left corner, we have a swirly yellow thing at the top of our little up, down, left, right deal. Combat abilities allow you to select from a list of abilities in your current stance. Apparently we have stances too. Using abilities in your, I guess, Power Glove Scout stance cost both Amri and 1 turn. Okay, so the yellow squares are Amri, which it looks like we have 3 of in the top left under our health bar. Okay. Select combat abilities and attack the target. Yes, ma'am. Alright, so let's go here and attack the target. Let's go ahead and use Thunder Fist for that. Melee attack that inflicts both physical, crushing, and magical electro damage. Okay. So you hit the button twice to actually confirm it. Ive, I see you've lost some health. These potion items give you access to potions. Select items and use your potions if your health gets low. Yes, ma'am. We're not going to do that. We're going to go after this guy. We're going to go with our Fire Trap of Doom. Here it comes, and there it goes. Good work. Next, you'll fight a flying creature. Remember, you will have to use ranged attacks to hit it. Switch stance to access ranged abilities. Bring out whatever you've got, instructor. Alright, we're confident. We know we can handle this. And we will. Hive, in this lesson we will cover stances. Stances give you different sets of combat abilities, allowing you to choose strategies depending on the enemy types. Your Scout stance gives you access to melee abilities, while your Slinger stance gives you access to ranged. As you can see, Hive, the target is now flying and cannot be hit by a melee attack. Change to the Slinger stance so you can attack the flying target. Okay, so the stance change, or changing the stance, is used with right bumper, and I'm sure there's another corresponding key to the actual keyboard. So right bumper, and use it again, and bam, we switched over, we have our crossbow now. Changing stances costs 1 turn, allowing your enemy to attack. So be it. You can set your starting stance from the pairs menu before combat begins. Okay. Swooping shell, interesting. Alright, so I guess we just lance him down here. And that's pretty much it. We just have like auto pew-pew shooty stuff going on. That's fine. Final lesson, Hive. Combat engagement. Enemies will attempt to engage in combat if you get close enough to them, but will give up if you get too far away. The 3 combat countdown timer is displayed when enemies attempt to engage in combat. It shows both the number of enemies and the remaining time before combat starts. Press the A button to get the first turn in battle before the timer runs out or the enemies get too close and strike you. The experience you gain is significantly increased by fighting more and more enemies. Be brave and bold. Gather and fight as many enemies as you dare. Approach the targets and try and engage both of them in combat. This kind of reminds me of the whole concept or system behind, I don't know if you guys ever played it, The Last Remnant. It was a Square Enix game. I rather enjoyed that game. I never did beat it. I think I got to roughly the same spot twice and I stopped playing, which sucks. I need to go back and finish that game one day. Alright, press the A button to get the first turn in battle before the timer runs out or the enemies get too close to strike you. You just said that. On it, instructor. Come on. Taika, we've got this. Alright, here we go. Alright, and we are ready. We have gathered both. It is time. Taika, at the start of your turn, you generate 1 Amri, but you use up Amri when you perform combat abilities. The rest ability is a way of generating 1 extra Amri per turn. Select the utility abilities and use the rest ability if you don't have enough Amri to perform an ability. Cool. Alright, what are we going to do here? Well, since they are both melee combatants, I mean, I suppose I could just keep lancing them, but I think I'm going to change stances. Switch back over, and hopefully our puppet doll can do some stuff. The fire breath does seem impressive. I wonder what Sixth Sense does. Allows Taika to learn new abilities from plants and beasts. Learned abilities add to Taika's elemental knowledge. Adding additional elemental immunities to elemental absorb. Sorry. Alright. I was looking at something on my recording that was going... I thought it was going strange, but it's fine. Just noticing something, I guess. Alright, multi-target ranged attack that inflicts water damage. Sure. That sounds totally legit. Let's do that. Water Bomb! Splash. We got Thunder Fisted and Lanced in the face. Now we can do the Fire Breath, which is the same thing, but with fire. And that seemed about as effective. Actually, that might have been more effective. Alright, we're going to go with Thunder Fist on you. Okay, we're going to go with Bite on you. That takes you out of the fight. And we're going to go with you. Fire Trap. And you blew yourself up a little bit, and... I'm curious, what kind of chance... Oh, let's try that. Just want to change the stance to see what he actually gets. I'm going to go with Resting. Elemental Absorb. Huh? What does that do? Immunity to a single elemental attack of fire, ice, water, earth, electro, or air. Elemental immunities depend on Taika's equipped talents via knowledge of elements. Taika starts with knowledge of fire and knowledge of water. Huh. Well, we're going to absorb an element. Didn't really work for us, but that's okay. Alright, let's finish this guy off. It was worth checking out and trying. So I was like, okay, we're done. I'm tired. Nap time. Alright, now looks like we got bonus ×2, multi-enemy ×2. No one died. We got bonus experience. And it was, I don't know if it was split or if everybody got the same amount. 220, it looks like. Maybe if we were solo, it would have been, I don't know, 440? I'm not sure. And then we got Dailers, I guess is how they... It's probably dollar. D-A-L-E-R. It's probably pronounced dollar, but it's like a weird European pronunciation. I say weird for me. It's weird, not because Europe is weird, or if people were in Europe, that wouldn't be weird to that. You get the idea. You know what I'm talking about, guys. We found no items. Alright. Congratulations, cadets. This class marked the end of your cadet training. General Lavender will now announce the first scouting mission pilots. Cool. Here comes General Lavender. A word of caution for you selected cadets. The scout patrol is routed along the burning coast, past the Zaburum Temple and the Goblin Camp, so be careful. Thank you, Farah. Listen up. The cadets that have flight clearance for the first scout mission: Punch, Judy, Sim, Eben. Commander Ikabu will evaluate your performance, and trust me, I listen to what he says. You'll find the flight clearance documents on your desks. That will be all. What? Are you serious? I'm in the top 3 of the class. You deliberately took my name off, didn't you? You are speaking to your commanding officer, Ivory Lavender. Mind your language. When I don't think you or any other cadet is ready, they must remain here and train harder. You being my daughter has nothing to do with this decision. It has everything. Class dismissed. Commander Ikabu? That's funny. I assume preparations are complete for my immediate departure to Anu? All is prepared, General. I have a confession. Despite all your help, I failed combat training. I wasn't going to say anything, but now that you didn't get picked, I feel bad. I don't know how I made it onto the scouting mission list. I do. My father never lets me do anything. He thinks I can't handle it, but well, I'll show him. Yeah, he's pretty hard on you. Least I can do to pay you back is to let you have my place. Punch, you're a good friend. Thank you so much. Come on, Teka. Let's head to the flight deck. Very, very feminine voice, I know. It's hard to even just to be able to tell that I'm a man. It's shocking, I know. Flight clearance. Sweet. Alright, before we do that, is there a way to save the game? I don't know if there is. Alright, it doesn't look like there's a way to save it anywhere, so there's probably going to be save locations, is my guess. So we'll head onward. We may go and play from save location to save location. I don't know exactly. I don't have a plan for all of this. So if we run across the save location like real soon, maybe we'll just save right there. Yeah, let's talk to you. We fitted new compressors on these mono scouts. Never purred better. Come on, you know there's bound to be something hidden somewhere, right? Everybody loves to find hidden treasure loot. I wonder if you can fall off. Oh man, I got worried for a second there. I'm like, oh no, I think I did. Huh. Could be some interesting things in a chest around here. Yeah, I'm not going to sweep this floor. The flight deck personnel can do that. Well, you said something about a chest. I don't see a chest, so I think you lied to me. There is a door over here, though. That's interesting. It's proper locked. We can't do anything with something that's proper locked. That's just silly. Alright, I guess we talk to you, sir. I'm here for the training mission. Do you have a mono scout for me? Do you have flight clearance documents, Miss Lavender? Yep, I sure do. Absolutely, here you go. Okay, let's get you strapped in. Oh, snippity snap! Looks like we're gonna be going flying, folks. I have no idea what's happening anymore. I don't even think I finished the training mission, like the combat tutorial thing, before I stopped, so It's all new to me now, guys and gals. It's all new to me. Why are we looking at the dog's butt? I don't want to look at the dog's butt. Meanwhile, outside the Zamburum Temple, Zamburum. Ha! Beat you! That doesn't seem very impressive. Where did that fast Uncle Benjo go? I heard so much about him. I had the wind against me, boy. Ha! And I didn't? My tummy's rumbling as well, too hungry for top speed. Yeah. All I hear are excuses, so we're here. The Zamburum Temple. What now? Zamburum Temple. I know, guys. I'll stop repronouncing everything 100 times wrong. I'll just do it once wrong and we'll go from there. Isn't it nice not knowing what's next? Doesn't that make for the most exciting adventures? Huh? Yeah, you've told me 1,000 times. Haha. Since you got the patience of a toddler, Amon, there's an undiscovered artifact in the Zamburum Temple. Here's a tip. Sorry. Herb's tip. Another one of Herb's tips. He usually has good leads. Apparently I can't read it all, guys. Yes, he does. Let's head in. Yep, reading, not really a thing that I do, apparently. Alright, well, there's nothing going on over here. That looks like that's probably... Oh, gosh, that's really creepy. Now, that looks like that's probably a save point, so... I'd like to peek in here real quick, just to see what's going on. Maybe get into one fight and then come back and save. I think that's going to be the plan. Alright, we're bringing the fight to them. It looks like we're going to have the first swipe. Come on, you have a thief stance and a blaster stance to get the job done. In your thief stance, you can steal items in dollar from the enemies, or use stab to deal piercing damage. Switch to the blaster stance to deliver powerful exploding elemental and non-elemental attacks. Your blaster uses spud ammo, which can be found in the world or bought in shops. So remember to keep your ammo supplies topped up. Nothing worse than running out of spuds in the middle of battle. Oh boy, don't I know it. Have I told you about the time when... come on, Uncle Benjo. I can't wait to get started. This treasure isn't going to steal itself. Alright, so we got Spud Blast McGee over here. Jeez. Well, I guess we go for that. Boom. And we can try to steal... Steal items and money. You think he's got items or money? Well, let's give it a shot. Why not? Hey, we stole $10. $10 dollar. Holla holla, get dollar. Alright, I think we're just gonna rest for him, and then we're gonna go for the stabby stab on this guy. Boom! We threw our weapon at him. That's really weird. Let's do it again. Haha! I'd say that's more of a throw weapon as opposed to a stab. Okay. Very slow tick up there, but it's fine. No one died, and we got some experience for it. I'm a fan. It looks like, again, we have no control over the camera at all. Which is fine. Like, it's not a horrible thing. It's just... It's one of those things, you know, it's worth mentioning. We have time for at least one more combat. Maybe we can get into a double fight or something. Double fight! Alright, cool. So now we can go all Spuds McGee on him. I like it. Spud Blast! You know what? Let's just stab. We'll let the other guy do the Spud Blast, and we'll just do the stabs. Stab! Alright, so down he goes, and I think we get to go again? Bam! And do we have a stance change with him? I don't think we do. Okay, we'll rest again. Oh, we got glanced that time, and down he goes. Stealing the extra money and stuff doesn't seem that useful. Alright, so we got quite a bit of experience bonus out of that. That's not bad. I will definitely take that to the banco, or to the bank as it were. The Festival of Magic tournament. It's okay, I join, right? What? That's not an answer. Aren't you excited about it? First time they set up in Zaber. Well, it'll be fun, sure. When I was young, back in No way, you fought in the tournament? I did. That was pretty decent. You got to the finals in the capital? Yeah, that I did. Come on, don't tell me you won. You didn't, did you? Come on, let's get to work. You didn't win. Alright, let's grab this chest, and then that's going to be the perfect start to this series, guys and gals. Definitely something I'm looking forward to. I've been feeling pretty nostalgic lately, wanting to play like classic, or not classic, but just some JRPGs in general. Honestly, just really been looking forward to it. I don't know if this is really considered a JRPG, but it feels like one, so that's close enough for me. I'm willing to give it a shot and play it. You know, I've been kind of wanting to play some like Final Fantasy games and stuff like that, so this is definitely a very good, well, I don't want to call it a compromise, but a good entry into that. A warp statue. Ah, save game. Yes, that's exactly what I was looking for. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I am going to break off the episode. Again, the name of the game is Earthlock Festival of Magic. It did release on September 27th, 2016, and it's by Snow Castle Games. If you guys enjoyed, well, definitely like, comment, subscribe, and share it. And if you guys want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, or any of that wonderful fun stuff, I'll have links down below in the description of the video. That points you all over the place to the things that you want to find information about. That all being said, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.